Good morning, micro followers. I got a lot of questions on my little makeshift greenhouse here that I posted yesterday. So today my goal is to tackle those answers for you. I apologize if I have not answered your question yet. I'm doing my very best to keep up with everybody. But this specific post is, so what next? These specifically are pepper seeds, and I've started them 8 to 10 weeks inside before they're ready to be transplanted. Some pepper seeds sprout in about a week if your temperature of the soil is between 75 and 80 degrees, but germination can be tricky with peppers because peppers are just like that. They're kind of moody. There's a pretty good chance I am going to be putting a heat mat underneath here. I've never done it before. I'm going to experiment with it because I can. Why not? So what's going to happen now over the next month or two is these seedlings will be misted, or I'll use a pipette or a medicine dropper to water the soil, not the plant, until they're too tall to put the lid back on. If you're familiar with the Mission Market, then you know that I make all sorts of bath and body products and that sort of thing. So pipettes are kind of a staple in our kitchen. So these come in handy when you are trying to germinate seeds. The whole point is making sure that the water goes to the soil and not on the leaves. So I will do that once a day and put the lid back on it and keeping it in my windowsill where it's going to get plenty of light. Like I said, I'm probably going to put a heat plate underneath of it just because I'm curious to see if I'm going to have better results versus without. At that point, I'll be waiting on the first 3 or 4 true leaves, and as so long as we are past the threat of frost, these peppers will be moved outside, more than likely to a raised bed or a container bed or a container, toilet paper roll and all. The soil here has high clay content, and I'm not that kind of gardener. Like, my focus is getting the stuff in the ground and making some food. So I don't mess around with trying to amend soil. I will buy it, I will sterilize it, I'll put it in a container or a raised bed, and the seeds go in. And from that point on, God willing, right? So yeah, that's pretty much in short. We are going to mist the soil once a day, keep the lid on until they are too tall to put the lid back on, and when we've got our 3 or 4 true leaves, out the door they go. I hope that answers your question. If not, don't hesitate to comment below. Thank you so much for your question. Have a super duper day, micro followers.